Today I will be talking about GCD, like how to find GCD and how to write the code of GCD and what is GCD and how we can implement means how we can write the algo for that. So let's begin with today's session, that is GCD. GCD. First of all, let's go to whiteboard. Now, what do you mean by GCD? GCD means greatest common divisor, right? Now suppose if I want to find the GCD of 140 and 14, what we will do? First of all, I will write 140, then I will do all the factors like 1 into 2, 2 into 7 into 10. Now further I can write 1 into 2 into 7 into 5 into 2, right? And let's take me another pen for that. Now if I want to find the GCD of 14, so what I will do? 14, I will write 2 into 7. Now within the range, like one for 140 we are having the values. Let me erase. Yeah. Now for 140 we are having 2 into 7 into 2 into 5, and for 14 we are having the value 2 into 7. Now in between them, what is the common? What's the common? Common is 2 and 7. That means the common is total 14. So the great GCD of 140 and 14 is 14, right? So we can write GCD of A and B is R, and this one is after getting 140 and 40. Now if I take another example, like if I will take small values so that you people will get very easily. GCD of 7. Now GCD of 120 and 11, right? Now for 120, 2 into 6 into 2 6 is 12, 10. Now 5 into 2, right? Like that we can write. Now for 11, we can write 1 into 11, right? Now for there, we are not getting any common, just common value is 1 only. So GCD of 120 and 11 is 1. So let's go to the algorithm. How we can go for algorithm and write the program. I will be writing the program in Python. So first of all, I hope you all understood how to find the GCD of any number, any two numbers. Let's take a pen. Now I will write. Suppose if I want to find GCD of 160 and 16, right? We have to find. Now we have to make the table like this: R1, R2. This one is R1. This one is R2. R Q and R, right? Now I'll make a table. I will use another color for that. Right. And this one I will take A and this one B, right? Sorry, B. Let me take a eraser. Yeah. B. Okay. Now let me take a color, new color. Now R1, R2 and this. Now here what we have to consider, this one is A, this one is B, right? So here what is A? R1, that is 160. R2 is 16. Now question how we are getting R1 by R2. Since we need to get quotient, so integer value will get into consideration, right? Now 16, 160 by 16, how much we will get? Remainder, quotient how will get? 10, remainder 0. Now what will, this is the first step, right? This is the first step. This is the first step. Now what will be happening? Now R1 will become R2, right? And R2 become R, and R will, how we are getting R? R equal to R1 minus Q into Q, that is 10 into R2, that is 16. We can check R1 how much? 160 minus Q how much? 10 into 160. Q into R2, that is 16. Now 160 minus 16 into 10, 160. So remainder we will get 0. So like that we can get the. Now let's take another example. Let's I need to erase. I will take another value, then I will write another L. I will write the algo for another values. I hope you all are understanding what I am writing and what I am saying. These are the small things we need to learn in life to get succeed in life, because the small things matter a lot in life. Most of the people are now. I will replace GCD with another values, and I will write algo for another value. I will search in Google one thing, any number if you find, and then I will make once again. Let me have this one also. Okay. Little bit I need to. Yeah. Suppose if I want to write GCD of two numbers. Example. Yeah, I will write 70 and 15. Okay. I will write 70 and 15. I will take the example of 70, 70 GCD of 70 and 15. So what I've said, this one is A, this one is B. So like we can write 70 and this one is 15, right? R1, this will consider A, this one B. Now R1 equal to 70, R2 equal to, now R1, first step, what is the algorithm? Now this is algorithm for this algorithm we need to write, right? Wait a second. I'll take another pen. Take black, I will take. Now R1 become A and the R2 is B, right? Now R2 is B, that is 15. This is 70. Now Q, how we can get? Now till how we can get Q? R1 by R2, right? So like 15. Now if we divide 70 by 15, 15 for just 60. Quotient we will get 4. Now remainder how much? 10 we are getting. So just write 10 here. Now next step, what we are doing? We are just putting this value and this one here, right? So what is happening here? Next iteration, what is happening here? R1 becomes R2, right? Then R2 becomes R, right? And Q equal to, this is after writing this, need to write this step, okay? So Q equal to R1 minus Q into R2, right? Now R1 how much? 70. 70 minus Q, it is 4. 4 into R2, 15. Now 70 minus 60 equal to 10. So we are getting remainder like this. So this is the also step. Now this R1 become R2, that is 15. This become 10. Now quotient how much will be? 1. Because when we divide 15 by 10, 15 by 10, we are getting 1 as a quotient and remainder as a 5. Now when I will do the same step, I will do, let me rub this thing. Yeah. Now R1 become R2 again. This is 10. Now 2 becomes R, that is 5. Now this time, if we divide 5 2 ja, right? Quotient become 2. Plus 10 divided by 5. We are getting remainder 0. Now this time you can see here, this one is 5. Now R2 becomes 0 here. R2 becomes 0 here, remainder this one we know it. So this is the step, this is the value we are looking for. This is the value, let me mark with different color. This is the value we are looking for R2. So when, let me rub the things. This is the value I am looking for. Now here, when R2 becomes 0, now I will stop here. Our algorithm will stop here. So, and we will consider R1 value as a GCD of A and B. Okay, so here R1 is 5, right? So GCD of 70 and 15 will be 5. Now if we calculate, like if we recheck like 15 for the 60. Now let me take a, now if we check what is GCD of 70 and 15, 71 into 7 into 2, right? And 15, 5 into 3. Now what is the common here? Common here is 5. So GCD is 5, right? So likewise we can get now algorithm how it's working. I will write the algo in a, first of all I need to rub the things. Wait a second. I need to wrap the whole things. I will write the algo for the whole. Then I will move into the coding part, the implementation part. I hope you all are understanding what I'm means giving the different examples, and then I'm demonstrating the things, so it will be more easier for you people to think like how it is working. The most important thing I feel is that the how things are working, like implementation part, algo part. It's not important like coding in which language like you need to write or anything. It's not depend on that. It just depend on how you are implementing the things, how your algorithm is working. Now let me write the algorithm. Now first what is happening? R1 become A, R2 become B. Then we are updating this value. R equal to initially we will take I. Now while loop I will run till the time R2 become till the time R2 becomes 0. That means R2 should be, when R2 is greater than 0, the loop will run. Now what I will do, R1 Q equal to R1 by R2, right? And R equal to R1 minus Q into R2, right? And then what we are doing, let me let me make a little more place so that yeah, I'll write now. Now R1 become A, R2 is B, right? r is 0. Now I will run the loop, while r2 greater than 0. Now r equal to r1 by r2. Q equal to, that is quotient equal to r1 by r2. Then r equal to q minus r equal to r1 minus q into r2. Okay. Now r1 become r2 and r2 become r. Now finally, when I'm writing here, when r2 becomes 0, we will stop the while loop. Right. Now GCD of GCD equal to r1, because ultimately at the last point r2 we need to consider this value, and we will finally print the GCD of A and B, right? So let's go to the implementation part 2, that VS Code. I'll write the code GCD .py, right? Now I'll write the code. First of all, I will write a equal to input int of input like take the value, enter the value of a, like GCD, whatever GCD we need to find, like GCD of AB, like 14 and 13, like that. Enter the value of A. Okay. Then I will convert this thing. In Python, what is happening here is that, suppose if I take any input value, like enter the value, the compiler will that package will automatically convert the thing. Suppose if I write 1 2 3, and if I write some name, then it will convert the type, class type into that type, that int type or any string type. So we need to initialize here a equal to, we need to typecast here, we need to convert that into int of a. Now similarly we will do for B. Similarly we will do for B. Let me write in the memory. Now a equal to input of enter the value of a, right? I'll convert the type conversion. I will do a equal to int of a, then I will do input, right, enter the value of B. I'll do again B equal to int of b. Now whatever the algo means, let me try algorithm. Yeah, so that you people will get. Right. Yeah. Now I'll stick here so that now the next step. Wait a second. Now write enter the value of a, enter the value of b. Then I will convert r1 equal to a, okay, r2 equal to b, okay. Now I will initialize r as 0. Now I will run the loop while, let me increase a little bit, yeah, while r2 greater than 0, while r2 greater than 0, q equal to r1 divided by r2. Now this thing I will explain. This thing, this extra will give result whole as a int, right? So that's why I wrote like this. Now r equal to r1 minus q into r2, right? Now the next step should be here, r1 equal to r2, right? Then r2 equal to r, right? Now after doing this, when r2 becomes 0, then we will write gcd simply equal to r1. Then we will print the gcd of a and b is gcd, right? And yeah, now if I run, first of all what I did, first I take the input like whatever value a, then b, and then r1 I initialize at a, then r2 b. While r2 is not equal to 0, I will run the loop, and finally gcd I will print for r1, like r1 whenever whatever the R2 becomes 0, at that time what is the value of R1, then I will just print the GCD of A and B. And if I save this program and if I run, it is asking the value of A. Suppose if I add 140, value of B 40, then it should print, I think, 10, right? 10, 10. No. Okay, 2 into 7. Yes, yes, 14. So 14 it will print. Now if I take another value, GCD of 7 and GCD of 8, it should print 1. Yes, 1. As you can see, it is printing. GCD of 7 is, when we take A as 7, B as 8, GCD of 7 and 8 is 1. Mm, and I hope you all understood what I'm saying. Now this is all about how to find GCD. I think you all like my session, like today how I explain the things and all. Means this is a journey, like I'm starting with my beginning point of view, whatever I'm means considering the things I'm means teaching, whatever the things, this is for the beginner purpose only. So if you are willing to give more times on this kind of problems and this kind of logic, then you will definitely be able to generate more ideas in future, and you can solve any kind of problems for the future purpose, and you can also solve some challenging problem as well. So thank you guys.